Hey everybody, come with me grocery shopping. I don't know if you're like me, but I really love watching people grocery shop. So that's what we're going to do today. And a little bit of background. I am shopping for my family of three. It's me, my husband, and our baby. And I am bringing along with me, I do have a list. And throughout this video, you will see me not refer to the list because I kind of forgot it was there. So the list is really going to be some catch-up groceries. It's not our full-blown grocery list, but here we go. I'm going to start first with these golden kiwis. My baby absolutely loves these kiwis. I introduced him to the regular green ones a while ago. He wasn't feeling it, but the golden ones, love. It's worth the extra price. They're a little bit sweeter and not as tart. But I love that they're soft. It's a fruit that he can eat. It's really good for digestion. So if your baby is constipated, it does the trick. So he eats a lot of kiwi. He doesn't eat a whole one. I kind of splice it up and give it to him throughout the day for his different meals. I'm still in the produce section, and now I'm trying to decide if I want to get bananas. Bananas ripen and spoil so quickly, I'm not even going to do it to myself for today. And I'm probably going to go for some apples. I'm trying to decide what apple variety I'm going to go with. I'm usually a Fuji girl, but I was trying to see if I wanted to do something like maybe a Cosmic Crisp or a Gala apple or a Pink Lady. I will probably just go with Old Faithful, which is the Fuji. It's nice and sweet. And I usually, for a good snack, I just grab a Fuji apple and a spoonful of peanut butter, and that is my treat. It's a pretty inexpensive bag. I want to say it's maybe 3 pounds of apples. Really enjoy that. Still in the produce section, I am going to grab my sweet potatoes. I will tell you this as somebody who did the price comparison for you, so you don't have to. It was annoying me that I was going throughout all these grocery stores, H-E-B, Kroger, Trader Joe's, trying to find affordable sweet potatoes. That huge bag of sweet potatoes is around $3. Excellent deal. I use sweet potatoes for every meal, pretty much. If it's not for me, then it's for the baby. But I love oven roasted sweet potatoes. I love them steamed. You can add them to anything to give you a little bit of fiber. It's great. Baby is obsessed with sweet potato, so I really enjoy that. This section next to produce is hit or miss. Sometimes I get trail mix, but I think for right now I'm getting something else. Yes. So I had to ask the guy because I was looking for pumpkin seeds, not the shelled ones, though I wanted the actual seeds. Turns out at Aldi they're called pepitas. So they had them there. I love pepitas because when I get them, they're high in protein, surprisingly. And I love to sprinkle them on salads and other things like that. But you can actually take pepitas, run them through a food processor, and you have a very fine, like, dust of protein that you can add on the stuff. And these are salted, so they give it a little bit of flavor. I really enjoy that. I have a really great spread that's edamame, pepitas, and eggs. It is delicious. So I'll show you that another day. I really enjoy Aldi. You can kind of see the size of the store behind me, and it's not a very big store, and I love that. Okay, here's a little cheat for you. These are chopped walnuts. I love walnuts, especially when they're in the chopped variety like this. This is in the baking section. Chopped walnuts can replace meat in a lot of recipes. When I was plant-based, I did this a lot. I would put my walnuts steamed. I'd put them in chili. I'd put them in tacos, all sorts of things. This was not on my list, but I needed it. Dishwasher detergent. They were like $3 for a pack of like 20, which is great. Love finding things randomly at Aldi. And then at this point, I'm realizing that, yes, I have my list. I had sweet potato. I had golden kiwis. I had my apples, my walnuts. And now I'm trying to figure out where to go next in this store. Like I said, not a very big store, but I enjoy mapping my path pretty strategically. So I'm trying to decide so I don't waste time. But I'm wasting time talking. It's all good. All right. So now I'm going through the aisles. Notice I'm trying to not go into the aisle of shame. That's what they call the aisle that's non-food stuff. Aldi has amazing random stuff and it changes all the time, but it's not food, it's just regular stuff. So now I'm in the canned food section. I am probably going to get some beans, if I recall. Yes, I wanted to get some ingredients for a chili, so I'm probably going to go with black beans, which I've already passed in this aisle. They're a little bit further back. I can be really indecisive, especially when I know it's not a full-blown grocery run. I'm just trying to pick up stuff. Ooh, I didn't pick it up. I should have picked up the black beans. They're very inexpensive. I believe organic black beans are less than $1, 89 cents. Black beans, look, I end up going back for them because that is why I went to that aisle in the first place. There we go. So this is just the regular one. I believe it's almost the same price as the organic one, but pretty good. Black beans, you get your fiber. It makes your food heartier. And then this same area has seasoning, and I was trying to decide if I wanted to find seasoning. I'm really excited for some reason about garlic powder, which was missing for quite a few shopping trips. I couldn't find it, and it was there today, which is great. And then they had some other seasonings that I was thinking about getting. This is a ginger paste that I really enjoy. Rather than having to buy fresh ginger all the time, I can have this little paste, and it's very convenient. They have the same thing for garlic and for ginger. And in times past, I would have bought it, but I didn't really need it today. Okay, now I needed some tomato sauce. Aldi has a really great tomato sauce that has simple ingredients. They have a marinara flavor, and then they have a tomato basil. I use the tomato basil for almost everything. It's a seasoned tomato sauce, so you can throw it into a lot of different things. I actually use it as a starter for my chili because it's super easy, but you can use it for pasta as well. And so the pasta is right next to the tomato sauce. Okay, this one, right? This is pasta that has spinach. It's like a spinach ravioli. And I wanted to find a way to, yes, give my baby some pasta, but I wanted it to have a little bit more protein, have some veggies in it. So far, my baby actually does like this. I usually will put most of it in the freezer and then just take out a few that I want to boil, and I'll boil the pasta, and then I'll add tomato sauce and a little bit of nutritional yeast to give it a cheesy flavor. But that was a really good buy, pretty inexpensive, and it's a pretty good pasta. Now I'm trying to figure out what tomato sauce to get. Do I want the marinara or do I want the tomato basil? I ended up getting the tomato basil this time around. I gave it to my baby, and I think it was a little too adulty for him. I think that I should have gone with the marinara. So next time I'll grab that. It's one of my favorite tomato sauces. It's organic, really simple ingredients. Like I said, it tastes pretty good. So I think for the grown-up meals, I'll use the tomato basil, but I'll use marinara for him. Okay. Now I'm kind of venturing in the back where there's usually some meat. I have meat in my freezer that I need to defrost, but I just wanted to see if they had ground beef. The ground beef I discovered this day was all gone. You look at the empty shelf I'm about to show you. I was so shocked. Where is it? Oh no, it's gone. Yeah, so I'm thinking if I can't get it at Aldi, I'll get it at Trader Joe's, because Trader Joe's and Aldi have pretty inexpensive ground beef. So those are the two places to get that. All right, so now we're passing dairy. Usually I try to, with my eggs, have some kind of protein, either sausage or bacon. I decided I'm going to pass on that for this trip. And then I always get coconut water. Okay, I'm going to show you this coconut water, the only one that I drink. So this coconut water is the Simply Nature organic coconut water. So this is the one, and for whatever reason, the other coconut waters taste like soap to me, but I can drink these. I don't know what it is. And I don't know why they don't sell them in 32 ounces. They only sell them in this little carton here. So I end up buying about 2 or 3 each time. And when I was in the running club, it was the perfect hydration for my runs. Okay, now I'm going to see if I should get eggs. Eggs at Aldi are pretty inexpensive. So, yes, I'm going to get eggs. I said, don't judge me because I'm not getting organic. I'm getting the $2 eggs. This time around, I'm going to check. Ooh, it's brown over there. No. Me and my husband had a conversation about how I need to be checking the eggs before I bring them home. So look at me. I'm inspecting them. Aren't they beautiful? Yes. I don't want to bring cracked eggs home like I did last time. They were literally 3 cracked eggs. Very ridiculous. Okay. So now, freezer aisle. Aldi has some great frozen food. So I'm restricting myself, like I said, because this is not my full-blown grocery run. I'm going to look to see more like whole ingredients likely what I'm going to get. But I will show you one of my favorite snacks that I used to eat when I was plant-based. These are the bites. This is sweet potato bites, broccoli bites. And when I was plant-based, I used to eat these all the time. And it's such a simple snack, simple ingredients. If you look at the back, all it is, I think it's like potato starch, broccoli, or sweet potato, whichever the main one is, and a couple other ingredients. But it's really simple. And it's really easy to prepare. When the baby is older, I'm probably going to give this to him. Right now, it's not the time. But when he's older, it's a quick meal that I will definitely throw in the rotation. Okay, what else? I'm trying to figure out what other frozen fruit makes sense, or frozen veggies for the week. And I'm looking for some kind of mixed vegetable variety, but I also don't like when vegetables are soggy. So you'll see it a little bit later, but I'll probably go for a fresh vegetable rather than a frozen one. Okay, I'm not going to deal with that right now. I'm going to come back. And I'm still in the frozen section. They have frozen fruit. I usually get the berries, the mixed berries that are frozen, or even the mango or the strawberry. But you know what? Kroger actually has better frozen fruit. And I'll do a video on that another time. But the frozen fruit is chopped and diced and it's smoothie ready. But because it's so much smaller, it's really great for the baby. I could just thaw them out and give them to him, and it's not too much. Okay, I'm now on the other side of the frozen stuff. I probably don't need anything from here, but I need to show you one of my favorites. I'm going to put you on one of my favorite beverages of all time, but they have it at Aldi. Ginger beer is just a solid drink, and it could be added to a lot of things. It could be consumed alone, but the ginger beer at Aldi, as you can see there, it's like $3. And this ginger beer here is really good. It tastes like a Sprite with maybe a little bit of a ginger aftertaste. I don't know. A Sprite ginger combination is probably the best ginger beer out there, in my opinion. And if you're someone who is not drinking, if you're trying to find an alternative, they usually have ginger beer at bars all the time. And so it's a really great mocktail or non alcoholic drink. Just want to put you on. Don't sell it out at Aldi. Just be cool, be chill. But don't say I didn't give you anything. Okay. So what else is here? Can you notice that I have not looked at my list in this latter part? I just completely forgot about the list and I'm using my memory, which is not the best strategy, but that's what we're doing today. Okay, here we go. Ooh, I usually buy this oatmeal, this quick oatmeal. It's lovely. I use it for myself and sometimes the baby. But I like quick oats better than rolled oats because nobody has time, okay? So breakfast is prepared very quickly because of these quick oats. And they're pretty inexpensive and they last quite a long time. And now I'm looking for peanut butter to go with my apples that I bought. And they have rearranged a little bit in the store, which is why you see me walking around a little bit lost. And I'm trying to walk and talk and cannot think. So let me stop and think. Ooh, yes. So now, peanut butter and almond butter. They have pretty similar macros. I think the protein of the almond butter is maybe 1 gram difference from the peanut butter protein. So at the end of the day, I'm just going to not force myself to have almond butter because I actually don't like the taste. Raw almonds make me gag a little bit. So I'm just going to be a peanut butter girl. Okay. I have very strong opinions about peanut butter, as you can see. Okay, so I'm done there. I want to say that's the last thing on my list. Okay. I hope you can admire the Aldi that I go to. You see how drama-free it is? It's not empty, but the people are just calmly shopping. I think a certain kind of shopper goes to Aldi. People who like to mind their own business. That's me. Go in, shop, go home. Okay, now remember, I skipped the frozen vegetables at the beginning. And I came back to the fresh vegetable section because usually I Frankenstein a salad. And I use my favorite ingredient, coleslaw. Now, I don't like coleslaw with dressing on it. I like coleslaw because it's cabbage and carrots. Very simple. And I think this coleslaw costs less than $2. And usually I use Brussels sprouts plus the coleslaw. And there weren't any Brussels sprouts today, so I had to improvise. Oh no. Okay. Look. I'm going to try another ingredient. Notice what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find a cruciferous vegetable, something that's like crunchy in my salad. I want that bulk. I want that fiber. So cabbage will give me that. Usually I will throw my cabbage into, broccoli florets. That's going to have to do. I think that's what I'm going to go with. So usually I will throw my coleslaw and my Brussels sprouts, or in this case, broccoli, into my food processor. And I'm basically trying to dice it, give me like a rice texture. And I will either eat it raw or I will put it into a stir fry type of thing. I'll add sweet potatoes. I'll add a tiny bit of sauce. I will add pumpkin seeds. I just make it the bulkiest stir fry that I can make it. But the sweet potato is just a nice added piece to that stir fry. I'm asking if they're standing in line because you never know at Aldi. And yeah, that is the end of my shopping trip. Look at everything that I got. Side note, it's probably the best filming in-store experience that I've had. Like I said, Aldi shoppers, for the most part, mind their own business. Nobody was staring and wondering why I was talking to my grocery cart. They were pretty accepting, which I love. No judgment. Yeah, you can kind of see behind me all of my grocery experience. You see the store is not very big. You can pretty much see most of it from where I'm standing. I'm going to show you my groceries as they come on the conveyor belts. Boop, boop, boop. Funny thing about Aldi, people get so mad about this. You do have to pay for your own bag, but if you have your own bag, you don't have to pay. You do have to pay for your cart, but they give you the quarter back. Don't get bent out of shape. They give you your quarter back, and it's just 25 cents. Okay? So here's all my stuff. I think this was a pretty good shopping haul for a non-full week. It was just my catch-up groceries, but I think I did a pretty good job. I don't have any protein here because I'm going to grab some rotisserie chicken from either H-E-B or Whole Foods or Kroger. They all have a rotisserie chicken that's around $8 or so. And I also have some drumsticks, some chicken that's in the freezer that needs to be thawed to be consumed for the week. But yeah, it doesn't take much to be plant-based or to have there's my reusable bag. It doesn't take much to have plants as the bulk of what you're gonna eat, but you do have to be strategic about it. Thanks for shopping with me. This was fun. Let's do it again sometime. Bye.
Thanks for stopping by my channel. Since you're already here, you might as well watch some more videos. I have videos on minimalism, faith, finances, sustainability, all sorts of things. So check out any of these videos around here. Take care. Happy watching.